Today, I'm going to talk about a story called The Baker's Daughter. It's about a young girl named Elara, who lives above her family's bakery with her harsh stepfather, Silas. One morning, everything begins to change when Silas storms upstairs, demanding answers and money. Let's dive into the story and see what happens next. The Baker's Daughter. The aroma of baking bread hung heavy in the small bakery, but inside their cramped apartment above, Elara froze as her stepfather, Silas, thundered up the stairs. "Where have you been, girl?" Silas's voice boomed through the house. "I've been waiting since dawn. You know I need the money to buy ingredients, and you were sleeping in your friend's cafe, right?" Elara opened her mouth. "Silas, I dash." Silas cut her off, his face reddening. "Don't call me Silas. You're not my daughter. You're just here. Now, where's the change? The money I gave you for the flour." Elara swallowed, dread pulling in her stomach. This was exactly what she'd feared. She took a shaky breath. "Silas, that's what I wanted to tell you. I saw a young mother struggling at the tram station. Her purse had been stolen, and she had no money to get to her job, so I gave her some of the money." Before she could finish, Silas's hand lashed out, cracking against her cheek. Elara stumbled, clutching her face, tears welling in her eyes. "You gave my money away? To some beggar?" he screamed, his eyes bulging. "So now you're supporting charities? You think you're some kind of saint?" Elara gasped. "No, Silas, she really needed help. She would have lost her job." Silas laughed, a harsh, grating sound. "Foolish girl. Just look at you. Look at my daughter, Giselle. She's working as a hostess in the fanciest restaurant in town, bringing home tips from wealthy businessmen. Money that pays the rent on this place. Money that keeps the bakery afloat." Elara's stomach churned. She clenched her hands, her voice firm despite her fear. "With all due respect, Silas, I could never work at a place like that. I won't sacrifice myself for money." A silence descended, thick and suffocating. Elara braced herself. Silas' nostrils flared, and before she could react, his hand swung again. Another blow. "You dare talk back to me," he roared. "You think you're better than Giselle? You are nothing. Nothing but a useless burden. Do you think your kindness will bring customers to the bakery? You'll learn your lesson. You hear me? You will suffer for this." Tears blurred Elara's vision, but she refused to let them fall. She wouldn't give him the satisfaction. "No bread for you tonight," Silas declared, his voice dripping with venom. "Go to the back and help me clean the tables, so my angel Giselle comes back to clean." Elara turned and walked towards the back kitchen, her head held high, but inside she was crumbling. She felt weak, exhausted, and betrayed. She had done what she thought was right, and she was being punished for it. As she scrubbed at the counter, the scent of warm bread mocking her empty stomach, she made a silent promise. One day, she would leave this place. One day, she would be free. The next morning, Elara woke up feeling dizzy and weak. Her stomach gnawed with hunger, but she had no choice but to start her chores. She swept the bakery, cleaned the ovens, and prepared the morning pastries, so Silas could spend his time in the cafe with his friends. The aroma of cinnamon rolls and croissants filled the air, torturing her, but she knew she couldn't touch a single crumb. As she arranged the pastries in the display case, Giselle swept into the bakery. Dressed in a shimmering dress, her makeup perfect, she looked vibrant and rested. Unlike Elara, who had spent the night hungry and in tears, Giselle had clearly been enjoying herself. Elara saw a sliver of hope. Maybe, just maybe, Giselle could help. She took a deep breath and approached her stepsister. "Giselle, please, can I talk to you?" Elara asked hesitantly. Giselle rolled her eyes, already annoyed. "What is it, Elara?" I literally have no time for you. Elara hesitated, then plunged ahead. Last night, Silas punished me. He saw me give some money to a mother at the tram station who had been robbed. He got really angry. He hit me, said awful things, and said I wouldn't get any bread for 2 days. Giselle pulled out a compact mirror and began reapplying her lipstick, barely glancing at Elara. "And why are you telling me this?" she asked casually. Elara swallowed her pride. "Because I'm so hungry," she admitted, her voice barely a whisper. "I haven't eaten anything since yesterday morning, and I still have to run the chores in the whole bakery. Please, can you talk to Silas? Maybe if you ask him, he'll change his mind." Giselle finally turned to face Elara fully. She tilted her head, a calculating look in her eyes. "So, let me get this straight. You want me to beg Silas for you?" Elara nodded, desperation etched on her face. "Yes, please. Just tell him to dash okay. Here's a written version of the script, with changed names, locations, and some adjusted dialogue to fit the new context. Title: The Mango Seller's Kindness. Just give it to me." Maya hissed, her voice laced with scorn. "How is that my problem?" Eva's stomach growled loudly. "He's right. You are just so difficult, a proper country bumpkin. If you weren't so set on this charity nonsense, you wouldn't be in this mess." Eva felt her hopes plummet. "But Maya, I can't be like you, flashing my wealth." "I don't want to." "Then starve," Maya retorted, flipping her hair. "Frankly, I couldn't care less." Tears welled in Eva's eyes. She had clung to the hope that Maya might show some compassion, but she was mistaken. Maya rummaged in her designer tote. "Here," she said, pressing a crumpled bill into Eva's palm. Eva stared at the money, confused. You're giving me money?" Maya scoffed. "Get real, Eva. I need my fix. Go across the street to Juice Me and get me a matcha smoothie with oat milk. The organic kind. And hurry up." Eva blinked. "Maya, I haven't had anything to eat since yesterday. Can't I at least get a roll from the bakery?" Maya rolled her eyes. "Your hunger isn't my concern. Just get me my smoothie, you naive little villager." Eva bit back a retort, fighting back tears. She was cornered. If she refused, Maya would complain to their Aunt Eleanor, who favored Maya and would make Eva's life even more unbearable. Wordlessly, Eva turned and trudged out of the upscale apartment, the weight of disappointment heavy in her heart. As Eva walked along the sunny streets of Miami, her stomach ached. She felt lightheaded, but she pressed on. Turning the corner, she saw a familiar figure seated on a bench near the vibrant fruit market. It was Mr. Ricardo, the old mango seller. He seemed lost in thought, a deep furrow in his brow. "Mr. Ricardo." Eva called out, forcing a smile despite her exhaustion. The old man looked up, his face softening when he saw her. "Oh, Eva. God bless you, my dear. How fares your day?" Eva walked to him, wiping sweat from her forehead. "I'm all right, Mr. Ricardo. I forgot to ask where your farm was." Mr. Ricardo chuckled. Yes. My farm is just past the edge of town, in Homestead where the mangoes grow plump. You will pass the big tamarind tree and see my little hut. The farm is behind the house, I am always there tending to the harvest." Eva nodded. "Don't worry, Mr. Ricardo. I will visit you tomorrow." She noticed the sadness still etched on his face. His gnarled hands were clasped tightly, and he averted his gaze. "Mr. Ricardo, what troubles you?" she asked gently. The old man sighed heavily. "Eva, I am waiting on a delivery of fertilizer. I paid in advance, but the seller has not shown up. Worst, he won't answer his phone." Eva frowned. "That's not right, Mr. Ricardo. You trusted him. Mr. Ricardo shook his head sadly. Some have no honor, child. I need that fertilizer to protect the new crop, but it seems the man has stolen from me. Eva's hands clenched. She couldn't stand those who preyed on the vulnerable, especially someone as kind as Mr. Ricardo. Mr. Ricardo, give me his number, she said firmly. The old man hesitated. Child, don't get involved. Please, Mr. Ricardo, Eva insisted. Reluctantly, Mr. Ricardo pulled out a worn piece of paper with a phone number scribbled on it. Eva took out her phone and dialed. After several rings, a gruff voice answered. Yeah, who is it? Eva took a deep breath. Good morning. Is this Mr. Hernandez? My name is Eva. I'm calling regarding the payment you owe Mr. Ricardo for the fertilizer order. There was silence, then a snort. And what's it to you, little girl? Tell the old man to wait a month. I got expenses. Eva's anger flared. A month. Do you think his mangoes can wait? This community depends on his harvest. You are heartless. The line was silent for an instant, then the man sneered, I said I haven't got the money, and hung up. Eva clenched her jaw. He hung up. Mr. Ricardo sighed. I told you, child. Some have no fear of God. Eva looked at the old man, feeling helpless. How could the world be so unfair? Here was an honest man in need, and someone was exploiting him. She reached into her pocket and pulled out the bill Maya had given her for the smoothie. She pressed it into Mr. Ricardo's hand. The old man's eyes widened. No, no, child, I cannot take this. I know you need it yourself. Eva shook her head. Mr. Ricardo, you need it more. You're growing our town's food. Please take it. Tears welled in Mr. Ricardo's eyes. He clasped her hands in his. Eva, may God reward your kindness 1,000-fold. May you find a love that cherishes you as you cherish me today. Eva smiled, touched by his words. Amen, Mr. Ricardo. Mr. Ricardo's face broke a grin. I tell you, I want you to come visit my home. I will show you my mangoes and the hard effort that goes into this harvest. Eva laughed gently. Mr. Ricardo, you are too kind. Can I bring you anything? Mr. Ricardo chuckled heartily. Just your bright face, Eva. You will be a blessing when you arrive. Eva smiled warmly. For the first time that day, she felt a glimmer of hope. Eva walked back into the apartment, her steps dragging. The gnawing hunger made her feel weak. But as she stepped inside, she let a loud broken sob as if her heart was breaking. Oh, she wailed, placing a hand on her belly. Why me? What have I done to deserve this treatment? She slumped on the couch, her shoulders shaking, and made sure to sniffle for added effect. Maya sauntered in, her expression bored. What's your drama this time? Eva sniffled. Maya, I was mugged. Mugged? Maya sounded amused. By who? Eva gasped, pretending to struggle. Some lowlife. He pushed me, stole the money, everything. Silence then, oh please, save the theatrics, Eva. They should have done more to show you how easy it is to lose the small fortune this family has to offer. Eva's fake tears nearly turned real. She looked up, eyes wide with disbelief. Maya. What? Maya said in a dismissive tone. You are useless to me. If they had lived you, at least I wouldn't be bothered by your mere existence. Eva's chest tightened. No matter how awful Maya had been, she hadn't expected such cruelty. I'm telling you the truth, Maya, Eva sobbed. They stole everything. Maya laughed, an ugly sound. I hope you didn't give away my money to your charity work friends and come back here to lie, Eva. Eva's eyes widened. I don't steal, Maya. I swear it. I don't. Laughter rang out, cold and mocking. Please, don't make me laugh. The only man who would bother to be with you is the guy who didn't show up to pick the fertilizer on time. Eva clenched her fist, her nails digging into her palm. Elara's journey shows us that even in the darkest situations, courage and hope can lead to a new beginning. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories. See you next time.